Hello and welcome back to another episode of Week to Week. This is a weekly YouTube series where we take you behind the scenes of everything that goes on in our business, the attachment company. Now we have a massive announcement as a business this week, so stay tuned for that, plus everything else that goes on a daily basis. Now as I say at the start of every video, Laura and I run the business here in the UK and my brother Andrew runs our business in Denver, Colorado. And I did promise to keep trying to give you updates from there. So take it away, here is the Attachment Company USA update.
Thursday the 17th of October here in Denver, Colorado. Let me give you a look around the air freights that we received this week and that are ready to go back out to the customers. These are the two Intermercato GRX 20s that William sent out last week. We just got them in yesterday on air freight, so that took about a week, which is pretty good. From London Heathrow straight to Denver. We had the top mounts already built for the machines that these were going on. The customers were eagerly awaiting. So a couple different setups, as you probably have seen. This is a hanging style for a Kubota KX040. We fabricated the top half of this from there up to let it pivot all four ways. Everything from here down was basically ordered with the grapple, that style rotator. More common on truck cranes and stuff like that, but that's what the customer wanted. So he's got two hydraulic circuits, so he can go straight into that. One circuit to open and close the grab and the other for the rotator. This one is a little bit more complex, if you will. This is using a 6/2 diverter to take the machine's one circuit, which are these hoses here, and split them up, one for the grapple and one for the rotator. This will be ran just off a little foot pedal and a 12 volt supply, so it should be fairly easy enough for the customer just to plug in and have a rotating grab just with one circuit, which is not very common setup, especially here in the US. So hopefully now that we've got that sort of dialed in, we can only have the one circuit in the US as of right now, and there's only a few brands that have more than one, but really happy with that. We've been waiting for those for a couple of weeks, so we'll get those straight back out the door. And then on these Slanetrac Hedge trimmers that came in, we've been waiting for them for an even longer period of time. Again, we had to pay extra for air freight just to get them here because we had some customers waiting. So we got those in 2 days ago and we've actually shipped one out yesterday. There'll be one going out today and one more for a local customer to come and pick up. But I think William gave the walk around on those. Those are the fully hydraulic adjustable Skidsteer trimmers, 2.1 meters long, and this is the hydraulic Skidsteer mounts that using this similar setup to what we just had on that grab to switch between your two functions. One to use this ram and change the angle, and the other to run the Hedge trimmer itself. So these have been really popular since we started offering them from Slanetrac. So we've got these three in, we've got another three on the way. So yeah, these three are already spoken for, so they're going straight back out. That about does it for this week. We've got a few other bits and pieces going out. Hopefully some orders for these two snowplows that have been sitting here for a while, so that'll be really good to get them out. But other than that, it's busy as usual. So we'll be getting these tied up today and tomorrow, and that'll finish up a busy week.
Monday morning, we're in the warehouse as usual, and we are full steam ahead on the Kinshofer NOX Tiltrotator repairs this week. If you followed last week, you'll have seen where we're up to. If you haven't, go back and watch it. but we have arrived to a delivery this morning. It is the rest of the control system for the NOX on the 14-ton Volvo. What we're going to do, try the easy fixes first. There's two modules that don't need wiring in, they're just on plugs. So let's go try them in the machine. Fingers crossed it's one of them that's giving us problems. Take a key with us, we'll get it working. If not, we'll need to try the third one, which needs actually wired in. So let's go try that first off. Let's hope for a nice start to the week. If you didn't see last week's video, this is what we're working on. 14-ton Volvo with a NOX Tiltrotator. It's been given some issues. Tried a couple of wiring fixes that did not fix the problem, so that's why we've got the modules. Let's get them fitted, see what happens. Ah, it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. No errors, and a tilting and rotating NOX. Would you look at that? Lovely. Haha. So we have replaced the CPX analog output module. That's the new monitor, the new screen we tried last week. Wasn't that? That's the wiring off the actual NOX itself. We don't need that. That is the input module, the replacement one. We don't need that. This appears to have been the culprit. It lives down the back of the seat. Changed it out and we are tilting and rotating, so thank goodness for that. The only thing we need to run by the customer is what initially caused this problem was a break in the wires there. Somebody on site had put the wiring through the lifting hook and then subsequently it got damaged. So I did join this. I'll need to run it by the customer to see if they want to leave the join in or they want to change that for a new piece of wiring. But we're back, we're working, and it's a good start to the week. First customer order of the week, almost ready to go. An Auger Torque X2500 drive with a 100 and a 150mm tungsten auger. This is going on a Bryce post driver. It actually came from one of the customers that was at the little fencing show that we went to a couple of weeks ago. So thank you very much to them, it is thoroughly appreciated. I'm going to finish getting it packed up, getting it out of here. Laura and I then need to go into Edinburgh and put in our visas to go to China next week. Not next week, next month, the end of next month. Then we'll come back, we'll get on with some finishing up prep work for the big announcement tomorrow. That's Brazil, is it? What's that is? Chinese visa applications done. We're back from Edinburgh. That should be us sorted, other than going back to pick them up at the end of the week. That should be everything we need for our trip to China at the end of next month. More details on that to follow. But we've came back to a little care package from Trevi Benny. Some market materials, some merch, and a couple of nice banners that they've made for us. They are for the open day that we're having. I will put the details here. Open day 6th and 7th of December, Friday and Saturday. Come along Friday, grab a pie and a pint. Come along Saturday, try the machines, look around everything that we've got, look around the facility. Whatever you like, come and pay us a visit. You don't have to necessarily be interested in buying it. In fact, you don't have to be interested in buying anything at all. You're more than welcome regardless. So it is 6 PM Monday evening. Glad we got a good start on the NOX this morning. We'll button that up tomorrow. We'll get the gripper back on it. That'll be done. We're waiting on the one we took to the machine shop last week. Should get that back this week. That'll be that one done. Palletways picked up the order we packed this morning. That's away. So what I'm going to do is get tidied up here, get back to the house, work a bit on some of the press release materials for tomorrow, because it is a big day where the Komatsu news goes live. If you're watching this, you will already know, you probably already know the news. We got our timings are a little bit mixed up, so you'll already have seen probably the announcement regarding the Komatsu machinery before you'll be watching this. If you haven't, I'll link the video here, go back and watch all the details on that. So tomorrow's a big day, it goes live. Let's see what the feedback is like, and yeah, busy start to the week, but productive. Was much more productive than last week, so feeling positive, Monday for things to show you is pretty much done. I'll see you in the morning. Tuesday morning, we're in the yard. First priority of the day, get this finished off, tidied up, put back together and ready for the customer to collect. So let's get on with it. Tidied up the wiring and the hydraulics, so it's a bit more out of harm's way this time than it was previously. So now just to refit the gripper, which is the thing we actually went to site for weeks ago to fix in the first place. So I'm going to get it out, get it refitted, get it tested. Hopefully within the next hour or so we'll be done. 11:30 and that NOX is pretty much done. There's one little setup thing that I want to tweak and I'll give you a full tour around it. But in the meantime, I've got a customer coming in for an auger package, so I'm going to get that looked out, get the hoses on it, get the bracket on it, ready for him to pick it up shortly. Ready for collection, let me show you another Auger Torque X2500 package. This is for a local customer, so I've assembled it for him. It's got a double pin cradle hitch on it to suit his Volvo EC18 and a 150mm S4 tungsten auger. All happening this morning. You might be able to hear machinery working next to me here, and I'll show you for why. We are getting our septic tank that's sitting over there installed over today and tomorrow. There's a hole for it. I'll get over the fence in a bit and I'll show you around in more detail. And there's a concrete mixer in delivering some concrete. Come on, Winnie. It's all happening this week. I also had a discussion with our joiner and kit builder for the office, and they might be trying to get here at the end of this week. So yeah, let's just pile it all on. Pile it on, we'll make it work. So I do need to get this area cleared out as well in case they decide they're coming. So it's all happening, but it's good, it's progress, and we like progress, which is much better than last week. Let me show you around this Volvo and NOX setup before I get it buttoned up and ready to go back to the customer. So this is a Kinshofer NOX TR14 tiltrotator, direct mounted with the optional gripper and fitted with the D-lock lower coupler option, which lets the customer use what we would consider standard 14-ton excavator buckets. As you can see with it, they've got a standard style ditching bucket and digging bucket, and they've also got a Scandinavian profile with the 65mm pins. It is on a Volvo EC140, and with the Prop Plus system, as I've showed last week, this is with the upgraded SFAB joysticks and the control screen as well. Now the benefits of the Prop Plus system is you obviously get the upgraded joysticks with the extra rollers, and you get the control system that lets you adjust your settings. So if we go here, it'll create us our tool profiles, or it'll show us our tool profiles. We give it a second. So there's our different tool profiles that we can set, and these can all be configured with different speeds. You can toggle your inversions, or you can invert the rollers, I should say. So if we go, if I show you just now, full revs, there is the rotate speed on 100%. Hopefully you can see the tiltrotator rotating in the background. I then go back to my tool profile. I can turn that rotate speed down to 50%. Hopefully you'll see the difference in the rotation speed. A lot slower when we turn it down there, but we can leave the tilt speed up at 100 if we want. And then the roller on the back of this joystick, I know you can't really see it, is the one working the gripper. So that's a brief overview of the setup on this machine. I'm fairly happy. It is good to go back out. I'm just going to get my tools tidied up here, get a bucket on this, have a play about with it a little bit, just till I'm sure there's no leaks, nothing untoward happening, but we should be good to go. So yeah, any questions on the NOX, on the control system, whatever, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Tuesday the 29th of October, a date that we need to mark in the company calendar as hopefully a big step forward for the business. I mentioned it last week and you'll probably have seen the details by now, but it is the day that our Komatsu announcement went live online, on the website, sorry, on YouTube, and we actually gave that information to the public. So it's been a couple of hours now. I don't have a whole lot of feedback yet. Some really nice comments and some well wishes from people that we know though, so those are much appreciated. We do have some stock, as I kind of showed you around last week, but I'll give you a proper look around them later on in the week. But hopefully this is something that can allow us to push forward as a business. That adds a really nice addition to our portfolio of products, and I'm looking forward to working with the team at Komatsu and Marubeni and working with the products just to see how far we can drive this. So yeah, that's it for the update for Tuesday afternoon. In the meantime, I have been over to the engineers and I've picked up the NOX TR11, the one that we took over there to get the pin diameter changed last week. It's done. Also picked up a hitch bracket when I was there as well, so I'm going to get them off the pickup, get them back inside, start hopefully this evening trying to get that reassembled, and that'll be good to go. That NOX is pretty much done, a couple of bits to touch up and it'll be ready to go back to the customer. It is now, oh actually I was about to say Wednesday morning, but it's 12 noon Wednesday. Started the morning picking up a little upgrade for the workshop, I'll show you that in a minute. We have a couple of orders to pack up as well, and work is progressing with the install of the septic tank, so it's all happening. Let me show you the work that's going on outside just now, and then I will show you around what we picked up this morning, then we'll get these orders out. Is it meant to be today, like? Tomorrow, is it? Tidy little Cleanwell hot pressure washer. Single phase with a foam lance. We've got some foam and some chemical at the same time. So thanks again to the folks at VS Pro for getting us sorted out with that. If you are local to here and you're needing chemicals, cleaning chemicals, workshop chemicals, lubricants, penetrants, penetrating lubricants, that sort of thing, I'll put a link to Vinny's website or Vinny's page here. I'll put it in the description as well, so go and check them out. We're also got to chat to them this morning about getting them here for the open day, so hopefully that'll give us, I've got a couple of other ideas for that, so got 2 or 3 trade stands as well, it'll be good. Some more things for you to come and see, come and look at, and hopefully buy something as well. So open day, I'll put the details here again if you need to know on the open day, but in the meantime I'm going to crack on, get the 2 orders ready to go today, and then I'll show you around them in a minute. Both orders packed up, or nearly packed up, ready to go. First one, just a double pin cradle hitch for a customer. They've got an no they've not, they've got a 3000 max drive unit, and they've changed their machine to a Kubota U27. They want a new bracket for that, so that is good to go. And the second one, a 4500 max Auger torque package, drive unit, double pin cradle, and a 100mm S4 tungsten auger. There is a spare extra dig pilot in there as well, and some hard rock auger teeth. This does have a 150mm auger going direct from Auger Torque at Cheltenham. That package is going on a customer's Kubota U45, I think, from memory. They needed the 100mm auger, so we went for the biggest on the S4 drive units. We could do them 100mm auger on, and we've done obviously the cradle and the 150 hard rock as well. So they're pretty much done. We're going to get the lids back on, get them banded up and get them out of here. Thursday morning, and truth be told, I lost track of where we finished last night. That is because we had somebody in for a job interview, so pretty promising to be fair. Won't share too many details yet, but I'm going to keep working on that, and hopefully that's something that turns up a positive for us. This morning I've been working on just clearing this corner of the warehouse out, ready for the kit coming for the offices. And we priced up our first excavator inquiry this morning, not for one of these, for the smaller one, the PC55, so fingers crossed on that one as well. It's actually quite an exciting one, something a little bit out of the ordinary, so that's all good. I'm going to get on now. There's a customer's auger drive that came in for a repair. I'm going to get that rigged up and tested till we make some progress on that, and I'll fill you in on the updates. We are also making progress with the septic tank install. Let me show you where we're at. We're getting there. We've nearly done the whole way there. 8 PM Thursday evening, let me catch you up on where we're up to today. Spent a bit of time this afternoon diagnosing a problem with a customer's Auger Torque 15,000 max drive unit. I didn't manage to get much footage for you, but short story long, tried it out on a machine. It was spinning, albeit slowly. Put an auger on it, tried to drill with it, but a 350 auger on it, and it was completely dead. We got about a foot of depth with the auger and it stopped, it refused. Put the pressure gauge on it. I'll put the short video of that here though. We're getting over 300 bar, which means we should be getting plenty of torque. We should be getting the top end of the torque range, albeit I can't remember from this video whether you can see the speed of the output shaft, but we're getting very high torque, high pressure, so we should still be getting the torque, albeit low speed. We're not getting any torque, or very little torque at all. So we then removed the hood off the drive unit, and again I'll try to do this myself while working it and filming it with my phone, but I'll put the footage in here. We put a case drain on for the hydraulic motor just to see what sort of level of hydraulic fluid was coming out, and it should be very minimal coming out the case drain when it's not under load, and you can see that is far from minimal. So we are waiting to hear back from Auger Torque to see if they have a replacement motor in stock. If they do, it should be a warranty claim regardless, but if they do, it should just be a case of getting one up here, swapping it over, putting the hood back on and getting it back to the customer. So that's where we're up to with that. I have also, I'll spin you around and show you, been doing a bit more getting cleared out up this end of the warehouse. We get started with the office build. The latest plan is it's coming in the morning, or the kit panels are coming in the morning. We will see when it gets here. I'm not sure the plan, if we're trying to put some up tomorrow or where we're going on that. So I'll charge some cameras tonight. I'll try and do a bit of a time lapse on that. Other than that, it's 8 PM. I'm going home to get my dinner, then I have a couple of quotes to do, and that's us for Thursday. Well, as appears to be the norm in here these days, it is all go again. It is Friday morning. Let me catch you up with what's been going on. A couple of orders going out to Auger Torque augers, a 350 and a 100mm. They're both packed, ready to go. Palletways will pick them up shortly. And of course the big development, the kit is here for the offices, kitchen and the toilet. The joiner's in, just putting a sole plate around, and then we'll start standing the kit up hopefully on Monday. So yeah, it's all happening. I kind of missed a little bit of filming this morning, but I'll try and get some time lapses on when we start making a push onto the offices. But waiting on Laura coming in, she's going to run a couple of things to the welders. She's working on some adverts for the Project Plant magazine at the moment. She's going to come in, run those down there, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. Parts to go to the welders, 65mm double pin top bracket, and a cradle assembly for an Auger Torque 15,000 max. We've just about got the sole plate finished. You can see a little bit of packing and levelling had to be done, This gives you an idea on the size of the office space. You see there, to pack it up in this corner, there was a high bit over by that beam, so I've obviously had to start there and then keep it up on the level the whole way around. But this will be office, kitchen and toilet, all in those panels there. There might be, let me see if I can show you the drawing. There we are. So what we're looking at is office, 2 toilets, kitchen, sink and then stairs to get you up onto the top. Pretty cool. That's happening quicker than I thought, but when it's available and we can get to it, let's do it. Also, we are progressing on the septic install. I'll show you that just now as well. You can see pipe is pretty much in down to the tank. The electric duct is there as well. You're just going to take it into, or up to the building I should say. Now we know exactly where it can go for where the bathrooms to be. All in all, extremely good progress for a Friday. Right, I'll be honest, lost track a little bit of where we were with filming for this week. So done a few hours Saturday just working on the tilt rotator repair that we've had on the go for a couple of weeks now. There will be a full standalone video on that and I'll fill you in on that come the time. Not a whole lot of work on Sunday this week for a change. Got a bit of a day off, which was nice, and I'm actually filming this the start of next week. So if you've made it all the way to the end of this week's video, one more reminder for the open day, 6th and 7th of December. You're all more than welcome. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching this week's video. Again, let me know in the comments what you thought of it, what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of, whatever, let me know down there. And when you're there, if you could hit like, hit subscribe, you'd be doing us a massive favour, and we will catch you next week.